What's going on, guys? Kulprit here, and today we're going to talk about some news. No, I'm not going to be talking about Titanfall, the big elephant in the room that everybody's talking about, and the impending beta. If you've gotten in, congratulations. Hope you're enjoying it. If you haven't, be patient like me. We'll get in, we'll get to try it ourselves, make our own opinions. But lost in all that mix was some pretty big news on Battlefield 4 and the next DLC after Second Assault, which is, as you know, Naval Strike. DICE actually dropped quite a bit of information. They've been pretty transparent with this one. Apparently it's dropping at the end of March, so in about 1 month, which is kind of crazy. You know, they give us the first DLC less than a month from the release, then they make us wait a bunch of months, and now they're going to drop 2 DLCs in a month. I happen to think this is actually probably a good idea. This game obviously needs to be fixed. We're not going to get into that. We all know that. We've pounded that drum plenty. It needs some fresh blood in it. Obviously going to be competing with Titanfall and obviously hopefully some changing weather here. So the idea of just dropping some new content for us I think is a good idea, and it certainly can't hurt. But let's take a look. Some of these things intrigue me. I'm going to get to that, but first let me read the description to you about Naval Strike. Battlefield 4 Naval Strike takes an intense and dramatic water-based combat introduced to Battlefield 4. We knew that already. Obviously, Naval Strike. We did know that one was going to be kind of navally based. To 4 all-new maps set in the South China Sea. There you go, naval. Blow open a crashed passenger plane and capture fishing villages across the tropical Lost Islands. I'm thinking Parasol Storm type of thing here. A crashed passenger plane. I'm not really sure how that's going to go. Sounds like a Levolution element. Let's see. I don't know. It'll be weird. Is China Rising going to be just they had to get it out the door and that's going to be the only one without Levolution? I don't know. Time will tell. Drop a submarine on your foes as you infiltrate a Navy base or rush between shipping docks and rocky islands on a massive wave breaker map. This kind of streams port or pier with those big rocks and the wave breakers so that, you know, the erosion doesn't take things away. That's what I'm picturing here. Drop a submarine on your foes as you infiltrate a naval base. I gotta assume a submarine is hoisted up and being repaired or something, and that's a Levolution effect. I have no idea. Time will tell. Wage war across stormy seas in the largest ocean stretch in a Battlefield map yet with Naval Strike. This is probably going to be that, you know, boat on boat, ship on ship, just wide open expanse. This is probably what I'm least excited about, but I am going to be a little excited about it. We'll get that towards the end where I see it fitting in. Storm an abandoned cliffside resort or get lost in the breathtaking vistas in Operation Mortar. This one kind of strikes me as the amphibious one, where it's probably going to have some CQB elements, cliffs, probably kind of a lot like Operation Locker. I don't know. Really have no idea. I just wanted to kind of read those descriptions because the one thing that jumped out at me seems like some Levolution elements they're hinting at. That'll be interesting to see if they bring those back, and that was just a one-off type of thing with China Rising. But let's get into the contents of Naval Strike, which I thought was quite interesting. Obviously, like I said, the 4 new maps: Lost Islands, Naval Strike, Wavebreaker, Operation Mortar, 5 all new to Battlefield 4 weapons. What the heck does that mean? All new to Battlefield 4? Well, of course they're all new to Battlefield 4. So I don't know. The all new to me seems all new, like all new to Battlefield. I'm hoping, and we're going to just see some completely original, you know, weaponry. We're not going to just see rehashes from Battlefield 3 or Battlefield Bad Company or something like that. I mean, rehashes from Bad Company wouldn't bother me at all. But let's not bring back weapons left behind in Battlefield 3. Let's come up with something new. There's got to be plenty of weaponry in the world. I'd be pretty excited to see that. Looks like we're going to probably get to 5 basic assault rifle, carbine, NG, sniper, and just an LMG, I hope, or some kind of a support weapon. Amphibious hovercraft. That'll be interesting to see. I have no idea how that's going to fit in, if that's going to transfer over to other maps. I mean, even if they allow it, will it really be like feasible? I don't know. Be interesting to see. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be kind of a beaching craft. Is it going to be able to just cruise around the whole map then after that? I don't know. That'll be yet to be seen. 2 new gadgets. 3GL for the assault, which is 3 grenade launcher. This has me concerned. I mean, do we need this? I don't understand. I mean, I don't run around with the assault kit feeling, you know what? I need more explosives. I need something to blow stuff up with. I got the 320. It's a tool. It does the job. I don't even use it to kill people. I mostly use it to bring down, you know, buildings and breach holes in walls. That's what gadgets are. Gadgets are tools. I don't need them to be primary damage dealers or killing machines. So this has me worried, but you know, I'm not going to get crazy about it. I mean, let's see how they do with balancing and things. I mean, I would rather have seen something else here. I think another class could probably use something more than the assault kit. An anti anti-helicopter mine for the engineers. And a lot of people are up in arms about this. I'm kind of deferring to them. I'm not much of a flyboy, you guys know that. But people are like, yeah, the helicopters are already taking enough of a hit. Do they really need one more thing to run away from? And do NGs really need more against anti-air? I happen to kind of agree with them, but like I said, I'm not much of an official on that. So the community seems to be a little, not so happy about this. But again, time will tell on that. But the big news here is they have announced that Titan mode is coming back with Naval Strike. Now, my biggest question here with this one is it only going to be on these 4 maps, or are they going to, kind of, even if you can't do it on all the maps we already have, the more larger maps kind of hopefully somehow figure out how to bring it in. Chances are it's only going to be on these 4, but I'll take it because I have never played Titan mode, and I've heard nothing but rave reviews about it from a lot of people, my buddy Puppy included. Mostly, he's been kind of beating that drum and preaching the Titan mode. I'm very, very excited to try this, and I'm going to read the blurb. Carrier Assault Game Mode, which is a reimagining of classic Battlefield 2142 Titan mode. Now, I'm very excited to check this out. I get a little worried when I hear reimagining because, they reimagined Search and Destroy, and we ended up with this bastardized Defuse. But I'm not gonna rain any parades yet. Listen, regardless of how it ends up, this is really cool to see that they've listened. We have asked for this for a long time, since Battlefield 3, certainly into Battlefield 4. And then once we heard about Naval Strike and we thought big ships, I remember talking with this Puppy back on Nerd Talk podcast back in Battlefield 3, saying, why don't they do this with some ships and things, and it would be really cool. Well, here it is. They're doing it. I think it's a really cool gesture. It shows they do listen. And I think it's going to really kind of bring something new. It's not a new game mode, but to a lot of people like me, it is a new game mode. And it's not just another cookie cutter of every other game mode that every other game does. It's true, kind of to the Battlefield brand, and I'm excited to try it. So that should be coming towards the end of March, as I said. I'm pretty excited. What looks like we're getting, it's been pretty much confirmed, the 18th for Second Assault, and end of March for Naval Strike. So again, like I said, a little over maybe like 5 weeks, and we'll have 2 DLCs, 8 new maps. Breathe some new breath into the franchise. Hopefully we'll have a couple patches in there too. I don't want to talk about patches and what's broken the game, guys, enough. Let's talk about this DLC. Tell me what you're excited about. Tell me what you're most looking forward to. I'm going to put the link to the official announcement in the description if you want to go check that out. I think it's pretty cool. If it's actually, 5 new, originally new, brand new to Battlefield weapons, that's pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that, as well as the Titan mode, obviously, would be my 2 big highlights. What are you guys looking for? Like always, guys, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. Get away from the computer. Have some fun. But before you do that, hit the like button. Tell your friends. It helps me out a lot, guys. Take care. Enjoy your weekend.